Joining us now is California Attorney General Rob Bonta. Mr. Bonta, thank you so much and welcome back to California Politics 360.
Thanks for having me, Ashley. Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Mr. Attorney General, first, I just want to start with the election monitors. The Trump administration dispatched some here, and then you yourself said that the state would have its own monitors. Did anything shake out from that, or were there pretty much nothing to report at this point?
The good news is that in the end, with our observers there on site, where their election monitors were, no major incidents, uneventful for the most part. So that was good news. Who knows the reason why, whether it was deterrence and our presence or not. But we had to be sure that these monitors were going to stay in their lane. And from what we can tell up to now, they did, and they have. We don't know what they might do next, and we won't speculate on that, but pretty uneventful overall, and we were grateful to have our observers on site.
The president, as polls were opening in California, said that this election was essentially a scam. I saw earlier this week in Politico, you essentially said that you were worried that he might wield his power to manipulate the 2026 elections. Can you expand further upon that?
Sure. It's very disturbing and dangerous to see statements like that. They seem like rants and ramblings and just unhinged statements, but they have meaning and consequence, potentially, at least to him and what they might do at the US DOJ. And there's no basis for it. A statement like that is completely untethered from the facts, from the law. California's elections are safe, secure, they're reliable, they're accurate. And for him to promote a conspiracy theory, a lie, using the bully pulpit that he has is very dangerous. And it could be a harbinger, an indicator of what might come. And if that's what he thinks, if that's his reality, even though it's not the actual reality at all, it might mean that he'll act on it and try to do something to interfere with our elections. And that's what we want to guard against. Voters here in California deserve to have their vote counted, to be part of an accurate election and to be part of the final count, not to be interfered with by, unfortunately here, the President of the United States. This is someone who tried to get additional votes in the 2020 election from the Secretary of State of Georgia. He was found by a court and by an oversight committee to have interfered with the counting of the final vote on January 6th and interfered with a lawful voting outcome. He has issued unlawful executive orders that we've had to go to court to have struck down that undermine the right to vote. And he's weaponized parts of government, including the United States DOJ, to go after his political enemies. So he has shown the willingness, the intent, the desire, and the capacity to interfere with free and fair elections. And we cannot be naive about that. We have to be clear-eyed and sober. So what might he do? It's all the possibilities. We're definitely thinking them all through and preparing for any possibility, but some that come to mind include having military, National Guard at polling sites. That's illegal. You can't have people with arms or weapons at polling sites. That's federal law. It's not even state law. He feels that vote by mail is wrong. He's tried to end it because Vladimir Putin told him. And so the United States Postal Service is part of the federal government. I'm not sure what they might do to try to impact vote by mail by misusing, manipulating, abusing the United States Postal Service. Who knows what else they might do? Voter intimidation, voter suppression, promoting lies, conspiracy theories, as he is doing with the post you just read. There's a whole range of possibilities. So our goal is to be ready and prepared for any of the scenarios, and we are.
All right. Mr. Attorney General, we thank you for your time.
Thanks, Ashley. Thank you for yours.